Courtney and we are back at Anfield tonight for the FA Cup. We are taking on Wolves. It's a late kick-off, it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday, which feels so weird. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm sat in the upper Anfield Road, row 2, so I should be over the Wolves fans due to their allocation being quite big for the FA Cup. They usually take up the whole lower Annie, so we'll be right above them. So probably most of this video you're going to hear a lot of Wolves chanting, because FA Cup games, the away, or any cup game to be honest, the away fans, when they have that massive section at the bottom, seem to be really loud. But I will be screaming and shouting and trying to out-sing them, so I'll probably come out with no voice tonight. But yeah, it's going to be a weird game. Virgil's out for over a month, it looks like, after the Brentford game. Obviously after the Brentford game with that defeat, I think we all just feel really deflated at the minute as Liverpool fans, because the performances are just being really poor and we can't really figure out why. Midfield is a massive issue, but that Brentford game, literally everywhere was an issue. Defence was shocking, and that was before Virgil even came off. Then midfield, obviously that's got its own issues, as we all know. Then up front, but there's a bit of positive news tonight. Gakpo should hopefully be making his first appearance as a Red, which I'm interested to see. Him and Darwin Nunez seem to already have a really good relationship, which is really good to see. Like from the pictures in training, considering Nunez doesn't really speak much English, it's good to see that two players who are going to be working together, probably like the most out of someone on the pitch, if everything goes to plan, have a good relationship already, and they've only just started playing together. So fingers crossed this is a good little combo going on. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to try and see the coach. I know I missed the coach the other day, so I am ready on time a day, fingers crossed. I'm going to go to Hotel Anfield like I usually do, and then head in. Yeah, I am like I said, it's a weird feeling going into games at the minute because of our performances, so I don't really know what to expect compared to last season. But yeah, it should be interesting. I'm interested to see who they choose to replace Virg and what the partnership's going to be for centre back, and whether we still go for the route of having a lot of kids on the pitch or not. I do believe Alisson's going to be in goal from what's being said. They've sort of said last season Kelleher's chance in the FA was just because Alisson picked up a little bit of an injury, and that was why. So I do think Ali will be in goal, but you never know, we might choose to play the kids and just try and give the main team a rest to try and sort of regroup and regather, even though they've had a massive break in the World Cup. Obviously some of them were at the World Cup, so they didn't get that, but yeah, we just need to fix what's going on. Hopefully we get a good win tonight, a good performance, and it sort of lifts everyone back up, because if we have the fans behind us, that always makes a massive difference in my opinion to our performance. So yeah, but with that being said, let's go to Anfield. While I'm waiting for the coach, here's a little look at the Anfield expansion. Anfield Road is currently in the process of getting expanded, and you can see where them lights are shining through, that's where the concourse is going to be, and then you have all the seats are going to be above it. It is really big. It's a little bit, looks to be a little bit smaller than the main stand, but it is massive. So we've got Team News, and it is a pretty strong side. It is not what I was expecting. We've got Alisson, Trent, Matip, Konate, Robertson. So Matip, Konate, the partnership with Virgil being out unfortunately for over a month by the looks of it. Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, Gakpo getting a start, his debut, and it's at Anfield. Love to see it, and I'm glad I'm here for it. Salah, Nunez, and then on the bench we have Kelleher, Gomez, Keita, Ox, Elliott, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Phillips and Doak. So it is a pretty strong side and a pretty strong bench. I know there is some kids on the bench, but Doak's being really good, and Carvalho I absolutely love, so I hope to see him coming at some point. But yeah, I've just made up Gakpo getting a debut at Anfield. Will he score? We're yet to see, but it is definitely interesting. I was expecting to see him play tonight, but if I'm honest, I thought he was going to come on off the bench. But I can't wait to see the reaction he gets when his team's like his name's read out in team news, because that should be pretty cool to see. But yeah, also just quick update, I had like an issue with my pass wasn't updating, so it was still showing the ticket for the Leicester game. For those who aren't aware, Liverpool tickets now are all electronic, they're all on my phone. So I have my members card which my tickets go onto, and that was not updating, so I did have to go to the box office and get it sorted. They just reset my pass and I need to re-download it once I've got signal, because the girl was trying to re-download it for me, but there just wasn't any signal of it being a match day. So I have actually got a paper ticket. Like, that is now an old school thing to say, like that you've got a paper ticket for the game, so definitely going to keep that safe when I get home. But yeah, with that being said, I'm ready to go in and get me hot dog, get in my seat and watch the teams warm up, and hopefully come out with a win and get through to the next round of the FA Cup. So yeah, let's go. I will say it's been that long since I've used a paper ticket. I actually sort of struggled getting it in for it to scan. I prefer phone passes now, even if they do have the issues.
been on the attack ever since we had that goal, which wasn't much time after. It's quite funny actually. We got a corner just before the whistle got blew, and Robbo was really convinced in getting the ball back and didn't realise the whistle was being blown, so therefore it was half time, the corner wasn't being took until one of the ground staff came on and told him, like, "Tartar, mate, get yourself in the dressing room." So that was quite funny. But Darwin's finish, absolutely amazing. Alisson's mistake I did miss. I looked away briefly to say something to the person next to us, and then like I heard the cheering, was like, oh god, what's going on? But yeah, Ali making a mistake, leading no goal. I would be interested in watching back and see what actually happened. But Gakpo, I think, has been really promising. So already had a shot on target and he's pretty good on getting touches of the ball, working well with Robbo on that side. So yeah, it's been promising for Gakpo. It would be nice to see him get a goal. And everyone's loving him. The response he got to his name being read on team news was amazing. Whenever he gets the good ball, all you can hear is like people shouting Hwang, like it's nice. He's getting a good welcome at Anfield. Just hope he ends it with a goal. Just seeing the match ball actually get taken downstairs, so whoever it got kicked up to was trying to take it and the stewards nicked it off them. So poor kids, whoever's lost it. But that being said, I'm going to go back up, hopefully better second half. We will be attacking the Kop, so at the other end of the pitch to me. But the Kop, when we attack them, we should have better luck, so fingers crossed it does work. Nunez celebrating by me with Gakpo really like made me dead happy, because I was like, yes, everyone shouting Nunez, I loved it. But yeah, that being said, I'll go back and see. There we go. 2-2 draw against Wolves. We are going to be having a replay against them at some point, don't know when, but that performance, it's the same as it's been for months. We're just defence poor, midfield shocking. It's not looking good as being a Liverpool fan. It's going to be a long few months, that's all I can say, until the end of the season, and we can sort of recuperate. But yeah, it's like a bittersweet feeling, because you're not lost but you feel like you've lost, sort of thing. It's weird. But yeah, Gakpo there, I thought he looked pretty promising. I thought he had a first shot and it was a shot on target. He wasn't really like fighting for the ball a lot on that, like he wasn't getting like into people, if that makes sense. He still was like really good, but I think that's just because it was his first game and he's like, I don't want to mess up at any point, I want to stay calm, I don't want to look back on this and be like, I've started off bad, because that could affect him for his progression in like fitting in with the squad and that, if he had that in his mind. But yeah,
I thought we had a really good few minutes though actually after we scored the equaliser. When we scored the equaliser, I thought we had a really good few minutes after that. I thought everyone came alive, everyone just sort of like was into like supporting the team, which is like a big thing. As I always say, atmosphere is a massive thing at Liverpool Football Club. But the players fed off it, and it even got to the point where we actually got a corner just as the whistle got blew for half time, and like Robbo had come over for the ball and he was still waiting for the ball. He was that focused on getting the ball, he didn't hear the whistle go until the groundsman came on and went, Robbo, it's half time, and you saw him run up to the tunnel. But yeah, them few minutes, like, that's the sort of Liverpool we want to see, like attacking promisingly, like not being caught on the counter attack. Then like, I don't know, it's just like, it's like I said, bittersweet feeling right now. We have got another chance, but do we really need this extra game when we're still in Champions League, obviously Premier League? Yeah, at least we're not knocked out like we were in the Carabao Cup. But it's, yeah, it's going to be a tough game at Wolves away, I'm not going to lie. Like, that is, their fans are really noisy today. It's going to be a tough game going there away because they are fighting for everything at the minute. But yeah, I'm just stressed out. Positive, Darwin Nunez's goal was amazing and his celebration was right in front of me. It was awesome. Like, that's probably going to be one of my favourite goals of this like season. I mean, we've not had many great ones to choose from, but yeah. But with that being said, I'm off and I'll see you next time. Bye.